Now,
Recording, Dad.
I was put into a room by myself, and I went and to walk out the door, and they said, "You can't leave." So I said, "Okay." Why? And I never did get an answer. So I was there all night, and I got up in the morning, looked around, and had breakfast. So I said, "Well, I'm getting out of here. I'm spending another night here." And I went downstairs, out into the parking lot, see if my car was there, and it wasn't. And I said, "Well, I better go make a phone call to my son." So I went in there, looked around. Phones were all down for some reason, I don't know. Then I turned around and I said, "I'm getting out of here." And I start walking toward the door. I was jumped by at least 2 or 3 people. I don't know how many. They said, "You ain't leaving." I said, I want a police officer. They'll decide whether I can leave or not. They gave no reason whatsoever what they were doing. They didn't have it. The nurse said, "We don't have to tell you nothing." Anyhow, they got there and on my way out the door, they collared me physically, put me in a wheelchair, started strapping me down. For some reason, I don't know why they would do that, because I never done nothing. So then I went out and eventually got a phone call to my son, and he come in and he set them straight. You cannot. I was under the impression, under the law, that nobody can sequester you and tie you down and try and make you do their will.
So They didn't tell you why they were keeping you, did they?
No.
They said they were they said they were holding you for COVID.
They told you that.
They told me that. But you did ask them for test results. You wanted to see the results saying that you were positive for COVID.
Yeah, then.
And you were in the hospital for what? You were in 4 days by that time, weren't you? And they were going to try to keep you for the whole 7 days of quarantine for COVID. And you didn't want that. They didn't call me and say that you wanted to go home. They pretty much arrested you in the hospital. And
Yes.
so when I called you, I in the morning I called you, and you said, Draper, they got me tied to a chair. Call the cops. And I immediately let you go. I called the nurse, and I asked her about what you had said, and she confirmed everything that you had said. And while I was talking to the nurse, Dr. Waver called me, and we discussed it, and he told me almost the same thing, but he was trying to make you out like you were confused. You didn't know what was going on. And you didn't, because they weren't telling you what was going on. I only found out when I finally called that day and happened, and here we are going from there. We actually called the Cape Breton Regional Police, and we tried to file a report, but the person on the phone didn't seem really interested, and I am still trying to get a hold of them.
There were no communications.
No communications. Okay, so we'll end it here, and I'll post this, okay?